Welcome, Lauren here. This is my gym in my shed. I just love my gym. Today we're looking at safety and preparation for the Strength in 20 sessions, which the first one will be loaded tomorrow. This is for you. These sessions are for your health, your well-being, and for your strength. It's vital that you do a warm-up and you do a cool down, which will not be included. Bring a water bottle and learn along the way about how to lift weights. Approach this conservatively. Think about your needs, your body, your injuries when you go through these movements. What weight do you lift? Well, that's how long is a piece of string. We don't know that. So I would start this carefully, conservatively, and work out what weight suits you. Always have your core held in and your spine in a neutral position. Always roll your shoulders back, always lift your sternum, always lengthen your neck with your ears away from your shoulders. In most of the movements, roll your shoulders back and check that they are in what we call set position. I'm going to go through a couple of movements, but what is so important is that you listen to your body, who you are, your parameters, and what works for you. Remember that weight training is kind of like piano or tennis or ballet. It's a skill that we develop with time. It's not just the weights that changes the body. It's our concentration on the exercise, focusing on the exercise, thinking about our breathing along the way. So without further ado, let's go through a couple of the exercises. What equipment do you need? We're going to use dumbbells at this stage. We are going to use a bench. You can also use the ground if you would prefer to without a bench. The beauty of the bench is it can help you move correctly, or it can encourage correct movement. Without the bench, you're not able to, with bench press, bring your arms any further than there. And that's totally fine. If you are able to go slightly further, you'll get a little bit more of a stretch. Therefore, you'll get a little bit more of an effective contraction when you bring the movement up to the top of the range. A bench is also awesome for helping us with our leg technique, our squatting technique, and our lunging technique. So when we start tomorrow, I'll be using a bench. I'll be using a variety of dumbbells. What dumbbell do you lift? I don't know. It depends on you, and you will learn along the way. It'll be okay. You will learn along the way. Bench, a mat, a couple of dumbbells. I have other equipment here that I'll show you over time, but let's start simple and take it from there. And remember, have your water bottle ready. Let's go through a couple of exercises. Let's start with the squat. Quite a difficult exercise to do, and we're going to be fairly conservative with the way we teach the squat. I'm going to use the bench. Now, I could be with my legs on either side of the bench or here. A lot of us lack ankle mobility, hip mobility as we age or before we age. So I like using a bench. Now, feet in front of the bench. We're going to squat, arms wherever for this. So I'm going to have them in front of me, shoulders rolled back. I'm going to sit down on the bench and then come back up. Sitting down on the bench. Now notice my sternum is lifted, my neck is long, my face is soft, and I'm pushing through the heels. I'm pushing the outside of my feet down, my heels down, and my knees are pointing over the little toe of each foot. When I come up, I attempt to come up like a puppet with a string coming through my head. So I'm really focusing on pushing through the heels. We do actually push through the entire foot, but I focus on the heels. Sternum lifted, shoulders down. Now I could take this to the point that I don't place my weight down. I just touch the bench rather than placing my weight down. We'll be doing a variety of things over time. So there is one version of the bench squat. Okay, I've got some dumbbells here. These are fairly light dumbbells. I want to go through how to move a hinge joint through its range of movement. So what if we do, I'm going to do some hammer curls now, slightly side on, roll my shoulders down. Now we take the joint to its full movement without hyperextending. So a hammer curl, coming all the way to the shoulders, coming down so that the muscle is long but not hyperextended. There is a softness in the joint. So we always want to take the joint through its full range of movement so that we don't hurt ourselves. So whether we're doing chin-ups or whatever the movement is, take it through the full range of the movement. Dumbbell bent over rows. I'm going to go through an approximate approach to doing a bent over row. What is so important is that you look after your bones, your muscles, your joints. So one of the ways that it's quite easy to hurt yourself is to roll the back with weight. So with a bent over row, soft knees, neutral spine, arms forward, long, without hyperextending, without a bounce. Bring it up and down. There is a variety of ways to do this exercise. We can do it side or we can pull it back. But what's important is that we don't curl our spine. We have strong abdominals and we take the movement through its full range. So we are minimizing any chance of injury. And finally, we're going to demonstrate the bench press. I have my bench here, and as I said, you can also do it just on the ground. It's important you get down to the ground and up safely. So we're going to try the bench. Coming in front of the bench, sitting down, weights already in the hands or on the knees. If you need to pick up the weights, always put them in front, never to the side, because the movement of lifting from here, weighted, is not safe, or generally not safe. Just like if we were driving a car and we reach in the back seat to grab a bag of shopping, that is a high risk movement. So weights always at front. When we come down, inhale, coming down, lying down, weights above the chest, not the shoulders, the chest. Bring them down slowly and bring them up above the chest, not the shoulders, the chest. Shoulders down, long neck. Bring some space between your ears and your shoulders. Go through the movement without bounce, slowly, with focus and deliberation. When you come out, turn, inhale, coming up. Okay, I've gone through a couple of basic movements. I'd like to keep these videos fairly short and sweet and to the point. You've got the comment section down below. Please bring those questions, keep them coming. Let me know so that I can answer them. I would like this to be a personal, somewhat intimate environment. I think there'll be some teething issues as we move forward, so ask me questions. Keep focus here. This is a skill. It is a practice. It's going to take you time. Allow yourself the time to learn. Keep on going. We're going to start tomorrow and we're going to build on tomorrow. I'm here to help you, so let's start. Get your water, have your mat ready, preferably a bench, a couple of weights, and we'll learn as we go. Strength is so important and you're worth it.